What is good, YouTube? It's Camera Kid bringing you guys another video. Today I'm doing something a little bit different. I'm gonna do a POV install of installing these new taillights that I just put on. I have a head mount on and I'm gonna be doing a full install of the taillights. This is for all my Camry owners, my HN Camry owners. A slight simple install of how to install taillights for your first mod, because a lot of people do taillights for their first mod because it's a good, cheap, easy mod and it looks really good. So let's get right into this video of the POV install. Switching it up today with something different, doing a POV install of these new taillights. I've been searching for these taillights for well over 2 years now. They're super hard to come by, but shout out to XV70_XSE on Instagram. I'll put it on the screen for sourcing me these taillights. So let's take apart the trunk and let's throw these on and show the aftermath. Running taillights like this are super easy because they are plug and play, and all you honestly really need is just a clip tool to remove the trunk clips, and then just a 10mm ratchet or an electric one like I'm using to make it easier. And just these two will be able to install these because it's all just clips and then 10mm. So let's go ahead and get these old ones out. So in order to get the old ones out, I'm gonna have to remove these top clips right here all the way to the top. And I have stars in my trunk, so I have to be careful to not get any of the fibers out, but I gotta remove these and then the arms to run the wires down, and then the trim back here obviously to connect the bottom tail light, and then just plug everything in and test them out. So let's start unclipping. Make sure when you're doing an install like taillights, all these clips and all these bolts that you take out, put them somewhere where you will not lose them. For me, I put them right along the rain guard, right here at the bottom of the back windshield, because it's easy to keep them all organized. And these clips are super easy. Sometimes they like to be a pain, but they are super easy to take out. If you have a plastic clip tool, I recommend you could use a flathead, anything flat, but I recommend these clip tools. They're super nice. I love using these. Yeah, so you can see I have all the fibers back here, so I have to be careful that none of these fibers get pulled out when doing this install. So all my clips on the trunk liner are done. Now to go to the bottom clips. And all the bottom clips I like to keep in the trunk itself so I know which is which and you don't lose track of what bolt goes where, what clip goes where. I also did forget to mention that you also have to take out the clips on this bottom panel where the trunk actually closes, the plastic trim right here. There's only 4 clips, 4 same pop clips, and you gotta take this out also to unplug the other OEM taillights and plug the new ones in the bottom from the sides. So I'm not gonna take it out because of how my trunk setup is, but just enough that I can pull it back and be able to reach under and hit the plugs. All right, everything is finally done. Now to start taking out the OEM taillights and put in the new ones. The side taillights are just 2 10mm bolts, super easy. And then once you take that out, this will just slide right out. Down here is a bit tricky to get to. I would use a flathead so you can push back the side and then pull it straight up. And then there's a rubber boot that's connected into the actual frame that you just have to push out. Just guide the wires out, and just like that, a side is out, super easy. Now just repeat the same process on the other side. Just like that, both side taillights are out. Now to go to the top ones. One top one out, one more to go, and then these new ones can finally go in. Last one is out. Time for some new ones. So if you're running these type of taillights on a SE, it comes with these adapters to connect to the OEM harness for the taillight. And then the other end plugs in to the new taillight. So everything can just be plug and play, be easy and simple. And then we're gonna have a wire that's gonna run from this green and yellow one right here that's gonna run down to the bottom and connect to the bottoms for the sequentials. If this is your first time installing aftermarket taillights on an 8th Gen Camry, it's gonna be much easier than how I have it because I do have a secondary power source that I run stuff through, so I do already have cables on the right arm, but it'll be no problem. If you have a factory one that you wanna put taillights on, it'll be just this wire and you can just run this up easily, make it better. I zip tie it to keep it in and then watch with the spring on the bottom how you run the cable. It was more tricky for me to put this arm back on because of how many wires I have on it, but first time installers, it will not be that hard because it's only gonna be one wire you have to run down. I have a wire for my license plate and my star lights, so it's causing me to have to try to squeeze it on. But this side, when I tie this up, it'll be much easier. The best part about the driver's side putting the wire on is it has this wire that you can just tie it straight to along, so it doesn't make a difference at all. Now, once you get the wires ran down both sides, you want to test pulling the trunk up and down and watching the wires go here because it tends to pull on the arm and the spring that's back here. So you want to test it out and find out if it can close all the way and go all the way up and down constantly without that wire getting in the way. All right, and just like that, everything is on, back together. I'm gonna close it. So thank you everybody for watching. I hope you like this POV install. If you want to see more POV installs on Camry parts or just more POVs in general, let me know. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, turn on the post notifications for me. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.